For professional, knowledgeable real estate service you can count on, call the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team. For solid real estate information and advice you can trust, listen to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
Compliments to the show. You're really hitting on the subjects and you're telling the truth. I appreciate you.
Now back to the show with broker owner and host, Dan Gemus.
Okay, yes, it's time to have some fun here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show. In studio with me, Kathy Talbot, Heather Marintet, sales reps with the Dan Gemus team, and we are now going to talk lottery and how much would it take you to win, to retire? How much would it take to win? How much would you, let me rephrase. How much do you need to win in order to retire, in your opinion, and what would you spend the money on? How would you spend it? So, Kath, how about you go first? What would it take to win? How much before you would retire? Or would you retire?
Well, I'd like to say I won't retire.
Sure.
I'd be happy with.
Tell us.
It probably goes up a little more each time I think about it. I don't know. I'd be happy with, I'll say $3 million.
Sure.
Because I'd really like to help a lot of people.
Sure.
I would have so much fun, even with just little things, just surprising them with little things,
Yep.
nothing big, But that would be enough for me at this stage of my life.
Okay.
I think it depends a lot at your age.
Yeah, of course.
Sure
it does.
Okay.
Kids are out of the house.
That's my answer.
Okay, Heather, your turn.
Well, I was saying to you guys that I would probably need to confirm with my financial advisor, who is my husband. You might correct me on this. I would say maybe 10, 15 million.
Okay, so you're on the high end. Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like similar to Kathy, I would have things that I would want
Yep.
to do or people to help out. So
Sure.
I need more left after
Okay.
that for retirement.
So is this if we win it now, or if we
Sure.
win it
No, if we win it now.
when we're ready to retire?
No, now.
Okay.
Yeah, how much would it
Yeah,
take to
right now,
retire?
Kathy.
Yeah.
It's going to be now.
Okay.
Like the answers are coming in and they're awesome. So text us your answers. We'd love to hear yours too at 10-800. How much would it take you to retire? How big of a lottery win would it take you to retire? And how would you spend the money? Some of the answers coming in, at least $5 million, one for each person in my family. Okay, fair enough.
Very nice.
Someone wrote $20 million, buy a house for me and the kids and one for my dad and put enough money in my dad's account so he can stop working, and so much more
Love that.
I would do. Someone else said, for myself, $2 million, then you can live on 4% with the invested money. There you go. Yeah,
That's a planner.
There's a big. I'm looking at these answers coming in, and there's a big difference, right? There's some people saying, modest numbers, $1 million or
Yep.
a couple million, and some people are saying 25 plus million bucks. It's very, very interesting. I would say I'm probably more in the. I would say I'm like you, Kath. 3 to 5 million. First of all, I would not retire. I would never. It would take a lot of money, and even then, I don't think I would ever retire. I would just shift how I do things, right?
Yes.
Because I'm 40 years old. Heather, you're my age. Like we still have we still have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
I would get bored after 5 days of just sitting down.
Oh,
doing
you
nothing,
sure would.
right?
Yeah.
But someone
But
else.
you don't have to just sit and do nothing.
No,
There's
exactly.
a whole world out there.
No, of course. I would do vacation more, that kind of thing. Someone else texted in, would have to be at least $10 million for me to retire, maybe even more. And even that would have to be carefully dealt with. At this point, I'd be happy with anything, though.
Isn't that cute? You just won $25.
Someone else says, I would say $25 million. I'm already retired. Time to travel.
Whoa, he's going to travel
there
a
you
lot
go.
for $25 million.
Oh my gosh. Someone else says $5 million. Someone else says I would just keep working, but for free because I love my job. $2 million, then work part-time doing something I love. Feel free to text us your answers, everyone, at 10-800. Someone else would say, would not stop working, would just work differently, would help my people and community with my time or my money if it were millions. Great answers. 1.5 million bucks would easily have me leaving this job, but I'd likely also still work, but it would be something I'd enjoy more.
So
there
for
you
some
go.
people, I think just like a small win like that, it gives you the time to maybe leave something that you're not happy with and
Yes.
then find
Something
a
that's
different path.
just
right?
gives you a bit more-
So it's not something that you can retire on, but it allows you that opportunity to make a shift.
Yeah.
But did you notice a lot of people say they won't retire?
Yes.
So they must really like their
Their jobs
careers,
or-
or that surprises me.
Text us your answers, 10-800 if you want to chime in here. How much of a lottery win would it take you to retire? How would you spend the money? Someone else wrote, let's see here, 5 million-ish. Someone else, 5 million or so. I'd buy a house, pay off my family's mortgages, and take off across the world, maybe never come back. If I stayed, I'd invest most of it and live off the interest, dividends. If I moved away, I'd invest locally, wherever that may be. So some good answers here, right? Yep. And to me, you also don't want the mega billions or millions where there's hundreds of millions of dollars. That to me is life wrecking.
Yep.
You can't enjoy life. Everyone's after you for everything. How many times do you hear from people who won large amounts and they're miserable?
They blow it all.
I was just going to say, or it's all gone.
Yes.
Quickly.
Yes.
To me, when you get to we know quite a few people who've won like $50,000, $100,000.
Oh.
We know somebody who won $200,000 recently.
Wow.
And to me, those are amounts that, people aren't coming after you. You can just, you can enjoy it. You can take a vacation, that kind of thing, right? Kath, we both know somebody who's won $3 million years and years ago. And again, still same person, and they've done
still working.
Exactly.
And they help their family.
Yeah. Someone else says $2.5 million to pay off the reno, $100,000 each for the kids' education. One wild, all expenses paid vacation for my girlfriends, and a separate one for my family. A portion to Sick Kids Foundation. Holy, some great answers here.
Nice.
Someone else. Well, first, after I picked myself up off the floor,
yes,
I would book a plane ticket out of the country. Also, I would contact my lawyer and my accountant, then my family.
Family came next.
Lawyers first.
First and foremost, money would go to our church and the cancer center and family, but there would be no timeline for that because I would be taking a long holiday. Nice to dream. I don't buy lottery tickets that often. Someone else said $1 million, and I'd come work in someone's popcorn store for fun.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, shoot. About $10, but my wife keeps telling me to get to work. She's very rude.
Oh,
man.
Crushing your dreams.
Already retired, many years now. All it takes is careful planning and paying off your debt. Mine was not planned, but definitely necessary, so it can be done.
Nice.
Some thoughtful answers. Chime in if you'd like. 10-800. Someone else, $5 million, open an animal shelter or homeless shelter with pets shelter. Oh, homeless with pets shelter. There you go.
Oh, okay.
A little mix
Very
there.
cool.
Someone else says $2.5 million. Someone says a free ticket should do the trick. So there you go. Just winning a free ticket.
Wow.
Not
that's
greedy.
Nice. That's right.
$70 million would be nice, but I'll quit for $25 million. Wow.
Woo.
Woo.
It's impressive.
Quite the life you'd have to live there for $70 million.
Did you notice
Right.
that Heather and I said we'd keep working, but we didn't say we'd work for free like that one person
Oh,
on
yes.
your list. Just remember that, Dan.
Oh, my goodness. I would go for no less than $10 million. Someone else. Another one, I could make a couple million, produce a retirement income for me. There you go. Good point. Doesn't take that much to,
No.
buy a property
Invest
that's producing.
it right and
Yeah. I don't want to win the lottery to retire. I want to win big enough jackpot to fulfill my dream, just to make a free nursing home for the needy people. Spend half the money on construction and rest for the running of the facility. I hope in my lifetime I'm able to succeed in fulfilling my dream project.
I
Wow.
love
Wow.
that dream project. What a great
Nice.
idea.
Someone else says, 56 years of trying to win the lotto and just gave up, retired poor.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yes, for sure.
Someone said, I will open a school with Ron Clark's school as a model. Don't know Ron Clark, but that sounds very good. Cool.
Interesting.
Depends on how much it costs me to in lottery tickets to win. For now, I just keep making the donuts. Making the donuts. There you go. Some good responses there.
Well,
But-
somebody's got to win.
Ultimately, yeah, it's just we started a lottery group at the office, so we've got 11 people involved in our group playing the lottery. That's been a couple weeks now. So
And any luck yet?
so far we are at the first. So there's been 3 draws so far. The first draw we're doing $6.49. First draw was $2 and 2 free tickets. The next draw was $7 and no free tickets. And this past Wednesday we did $18.
Really?
winning.
We're moving up.
I know, $18 and 4 free tickets, I believe. So tonight's the next draw, so we'll see if we're on the air tomorrow.
See if Dan retires.
You can tell.
Effective immediately.
That's right.
Now you realize if you miss the show for some reason, everyone's going to
wonder.
assume that you won the lottery.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know that I want to win a uber large amount. I'd be happy with, I keep playing the Brentwood lottery here locally. I'd be happy with that. With a house like that, I would just take the cash probably.
Yeah.
But and we play the Princess Margaret lottery all the time. So we buy the tickets for the Princess Margaret, which to me, like, those houses are worth a few $1,000,000.
Oh, yeah, they're
$2
gorgeous.
to $8 million. That to me you'd be set. You just take that cash and I'm not greedy. So we could live a simple life but we would keep working. I'd keep working. Anyways. So there you go. Thanks for the response, everybody. That's some fantastic stuff there. But yeah, you can keep texting in if you'd like throughout the show, and we'll keep sharing your answers in the next segment as well at 10-800. But in the meantime, we're going to go back to our regular lives without winning the lottery.
Stop dreaming.
It reminds me of a story. So we have a group that was formed back when I worked full-time for the station here, for AM800. That was going back, we started this group probably 15 or so years ago. And, we're still part of it. There's a whole bunch of us. Patty Handysides is in the group with me. And
A lottery group?
a whole bunch of us, at the station here.
Cool.
And so we had just started. It wasn't going back about 15 years. And Carol, who has since retired from the station, but she was in charge of buying the tickets and keeping up with everything. She was on vacation one day, and so she had asked me to watch out for the numbers and report back to the group. And this was back when it was Super 7, is that what it's called? I think it was Super 7. There's Lotto Max now. I think it was Super 7 it was called.
I believe you. I don't know.
Yeah, so I think it was Super 7. And late one night, they drew at whatever it was, 11 o'clock or whatever. And so I checked the number for the team, and for those who played lottery and who played Super 7, don't quote me. I believe there was 6 numbers or 7 to match up. And so we got 6 of the 7 numbers, or 5 of the 6, whatever it was. We were short 1 number. So I thought for sure, I'm like, this is a big win. This is massive.
We got it.
So it was like, by this point, midnight or something, and I actually called Carol in a panic because I'm thinking, oh my God, this is huge. And Carol, they were actually driving back. They were in northern Michigan, I believe, at a cottage. And they were on their way back. They were on the road. And I said, Carol, we just won big. She's like, what do you mean? What did we get? I said, we got 6 of the 7 numbers or 5 of the 6 numbers. She's like, oh, no, that won't be big. I'm like, what do you mean that won't be big? I'm like, it's got to be huge. It's got to be like a couple $100,000 something. She's like, no, it'll be nothing. And so I'm like, oh. So sure enough, I checked. I think the next day it came out, and it was like $250, or it was a few $100.
Really?
Because so many people get that many numbers.
They have to split it.
So I was
many
so
people.
bummed, but for a few minutes there, my heart was racing and thinking, okay,
We got it. We made it.
yes, it's not millions, but it'll be hundreds of thousands. No, it was
What
not.
a letdown.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So,
Well,
boom.
nowadays, Dan, you wouldn't even be awake at 11 o'clock or midnight
I know.
to get the news.
You're
Don't wait
right.
until the next morning to find
We
out.
check the next morning. And now there's like the OLG online, so I get an email in the morning if we won. So
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
much easier. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to keep dreaming. We're going to give away the Richmond Popcorn Company gift card for today. If you haven't already entered, text right now to 10-800 with the keyword popcorn and your first and last name, and we will give that away in the next segment. And we'll have Christian Janice, real estate lawyer, with us to talk his real estate legal tip for the month right after this, right here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.